What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Indian Gamers YouTube channel. My name is Vinay, and you are watching my first ever microphone comparison video. Now, I am going to be comparing two very different microphones. One of my friends kind of lent me his Rode NT-USB and said, I want to know what the audio difference is between your setup and this particular Rode NT-USB. So I said, why not let me also use this time to just do a review comparison video. And so here we are. And today, like I said, we're going to be comparing the Rode NT-USB condenser microphone, which is currently priced at about 17,333, which is sold by Bajaj, I guess. And this is a direct to Mac or PC, whatever USB microphone. There is no interface in between, and that's how it works. And with that, we are comparing this to the cheap but kind of effective Maono AU-A03 condenser microphone kit with a boom arm, and that, however, is priced about just 2,999, and it is definitely routed through Scarlett Solo, a Focusrite Scarlett Solo, which is a third gen 2i2 that I own, which is priced at about 11,399. Now, bear in mind the Scarlett only adds uh, quality to the microphone, so I didn't want to kind of check it without it. You, of course, can connect this particular XLR2 stereo EP directly to your system and record the Maono through that, but I felt like uh, just to kind of get a real world kind of comparison, I wanted to include that so it gives you a better idea. So the way we're going to do this is I'm gonna mute myself, record my Game Pass intro uh, with the Rode, and then mute myself, hopefully seamlessly switch over to the Maono, and that might take a few seconds, and then do the same Game Pass intro on that, so that we have similar data to compare it to. Now, just a few qualifiers. I am not using any filters on these. I am not using any gain, any kind of other settings. These are completely flat so that we can get like a very real uh, kind of feedback on how the audio sounds without any processing, right? Of course, you can do a lot of processing and change things around, but we will touch on that later. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of mute myself and then unmute and do the intro. Hopefully this goes well, and I apologize for any long gaps in case the audio doesn't sync up or whatever it is, because I'm randomly switching audio sources. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start first with the Rode NT. I will qualify it. This is check one from the Rode NT-USB. What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Indian Gamers YouTube channel. You are watching Game Pass, and we are going to be playing this fascinating game called Halo Infinite today. Yep, so that was the Rode NT-USB. I'm going to mute myself now and kind of switch over to the Maono, and hopefully that's going to be seamless. This is from the Maono through the Scarlett. What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Game Pass Mondays. My name is Vinay, and you are watching the Lazy Indian Gamers YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be playing a fancy new game called Halo Infinite. Okay, so that was my intro through the Maono. So I'm going to mute and switch back to the Rode, and then I will come back and kind of give my thoughts on the sound and how it sounded and stuff like that. Okay, so we're back on the Rode NT-USB. Quick thoughts. I feel like I want to put a few qualifiers there. So the Rode NT is in fact a kind of desk uh, mic, and it's actually much farther away from me. Whereas the Maono is kind of on a boom mic, it's much closer to my kind of my mouth as I speak. And I just want to say, immediately you can see that there's a lot of difference between the gain. The Maono kind of sounds much lower. The levels are much lower. It seems to be picking up more noise as well, and but the road is clearly kind of more full bodied, right? The mids, the highs, the lows seem much richer. Obviously it's a much more expensive option, so that clearly shows through the engineering of the road. It is very rich without any processing. There seems to be really good noise cancellation built in. I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm going to check out the features here, and I see uh, ultra low noise. So it seems to have some kind of noise cancellation built in. Of course, it has a pop shield and a ring mount, which I'm kind of using. It's got a tripod. Sorry, I'm using the tripod stand. And if you go over to the Maono, you can see that uh, they're very similar microphones, but the audio clearly is different. And I'm actually, even though I'm passing it through the Scarlett, right? I've got the levels the same. I just want to qualify both the Rode and the Scarlett on my recording software at just 90% gain. Of course, I can tweak the audio levels of the Maono through the Scarlett, but I kind of kept it at default to kind of see what is the automatic gain pickup on uh, this microphone, and I didn't want to kind of give it any advantage as such, right? So those things, again, like I said, we wanted to kind of get an out of the box experience. We wanted to see how it works without any filters. uh, Clearly there's a clear winner here in terms of the Rode is of course much better. Now if you want a reference of how with processing these things sound, you can check out my videos on Game Pass. I have to kind of put on a few filters to kind of on the Maono to kind of get this a similar effect as the Rode. But the good thing about the Rode is if you don't want to go through all that hassle, you just want out of the box kind of processing. It seems to be do a really good job of processing the sound and giving you a rich audio, especially if you're doing songs or singing and recording over audio. The kind of the Rode has these features, like I'm just going to touch upon that. These knobs here you see both kind of audio mixers and headphone gain. So the top knob that you see is pretty much a mixer. So the knob being turned towards the microphone symbol gives you real-time feedback on the audio. But if you're kind of playing a song in the background and you want to do karaoke or record through that, you will need to turn that knob all the way to kind of let me say, you need to turn that knob all the way till here to kind of get the audio. So it's got a built-in kind of mixer, audio monitor mixer. You can of course connect your headphones through this headphone jack. This particular knob here, the lower knob, is the kind of headphone control, right? So it's got a built-in few controls for monitoring. That of course, being a premium microphone, it definitely helps if you want to kind of mix in how much sound you're hearing and how much you're kind of the kind of feed that you want. Of course, the Maono doesn't have this option. As you can see, it's just a very simple microphone that is connected through an XLR. And I used the Scarlett just to be able to do monitoring. As you can see, the Scarlett has monitoring options. You can connect through XLR, of course, and you have gain control here to monitor that. Of course, you have the monitor button here to kind of help you with that, which is why I was kind of also using that. So I think it's you guys would be the best judge of the audio. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of the audio? Do you think my assessment is on par? Did you think the Maono was more value for money? And that's something I want to touch upon. Now, if you're on a budget and you really want to kind of get the cheapest possible option, we can just remove the Scarlett, go with the Maono, and know that there will be limited features. Like you will have to control the monitoring, the kind of effects, filters, everything on the software that you're recording itself, it's a little harder to set up. It'll be harder for you to monitor as well. But that, if you're willing to go through that, you're just starting off. The Maono is more than capable. Like if you can listen to my Game Pass videos, you see that the audio is not that bad. It's not amazing, but of course it is pretty decent. So if you're on a budget, this definitely makes sense. But if you just want really good audio, you want an investment, another step you can take is to kind of get the Focusrite Scarlett Solo. Now you can of course pair this with any other microphone. So say tomorrow, if you want to kind of change from a Maono to maybe some other good microphone, this Scarlett will come in useful. Definitely a great investment. I'm gonna put the links of all these products in the description for you to get easy access to. And if you want to kind of buy it, whatever. Of course, if you really want an out of the box, you don't want to fiddle around too much, you want good monitoring tools built in, you can see that of course the Rode NT-USB is a great option. It sounds really good. It's very sturdily built. This can be mounted on a boom arm as well, with the kind of tools that they've provided. So it's very versatile, very good. Rode is well known for its audio, and yeah. So that's my quick 10-minute-ish review of these two. Of course, I haven't gone into the details of processing stuff and how to kind of get basic filters going for, say, recording through OBS. If you want me to make a video on that, leave a comment below, and I will see if enough people want to see that. I will do a recording. So before I sign off, again, thank you for hanging out. Leave your comments. What do you think of the video? Like I said, of course, if you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithms and my channel. And if you want to be notified of new videos like this, do hit the notification bell icon and you will get updates in your feed on when I post similar videos. And do check out my other series, which is Game Pass Mondays, where I kind of review Game Pass games, Indie Tuesdays, where I play a few indie games, and I've recently launched this PlayStation series called PlayStation Plus Preview, which goes up on Thursdays. And yeah, looking to do more streams. Support me on Twitch at twitch.tv, The Lazy Indian Gamer. If you really want me to see kind of put out more relevant content and upcoming games, do support me on Patreon. The link is patreon.com/The Lazy Indian Gamer. You can subscribe for as low as $1, and it might seem like a small amount, but definitely helps towards me kind of expanding my channel. And yeah, that was that. And so yeah, again, if you don't feel like tossing a few bucks my way, you can always support in other ways, like sharing my content on Twitter, on Instagram, and just spread the word and tell your friends about it, and that will also definitely help. So this is me, the Lazy Indian Gamer, signing off. Hope you like this video, and I thank you for hanging out here, and I will see you guys in the next video.